Are you one of those, well, frankly, ladies that are having night sweats right now? Yeah, I know you know the kind I mean. Or are you having other menopause symptoms? And you've tried everything, lotions, potions, rubs, patches, drugs, pot, everything. Well, guess what? No, you haven't. You haven't tried the bros. Because today we are going to be looking for two of our women friends that are having night sweats, menopause challenges, and we are going to help you reduce, eliminate those challenges. That's our goal with the help of the emotion code. Hello, everybody. My name is Michael Losier. I'm a certified emotion code practitioner. I am here every Friday on the Bro Show with John. Good morning, John.
Good morning. Well, happy Saturday. Great to be here. And yeah, great topic today. We do help a lot of women. My practice is majority female. That's just how it is with health and wellness. It's always females first, and then they drag their men in behind them and help them. But yeah, if you've been sleeping with the window open all winter, we want to help you.
Or changing pillowcases 3-4 times a night. When you do the emotion code, you have to have a lot of clients that you work with, and most of my clients, they were money blocks or relationship blocks or pain, and this subject never came up. And then my sister, who at the time was my assistant, so we talked every day, and she started telling me that, she said, "Oh my God, I had the worst sleep last night." And I said, "Well, I can work on sleep." She said, "Well, it's not the sleep part, it's the sweating part." And she was going through menopause, and she said, I'm changing my pillowcases. I'm putting towels on my pillows, and it's just night sweats and on and on and on. She said, "Can you help?" Well, it's not in the book. But, we've learned that, John. It's like, well, the book was written in 2009, and as we learned to expand all the places for it, so I said, okay, I did an emotion code session with her over Skype. That's how they're all done, or telephone. And she never had night sweats again. Hashtag thank my sister Diane, who doesn't know I just told the story. And I thought, oh. And then I did talk about it once, and before you know it, I was the night sweat whisperer. And the menopause get rid of whisperer, right? So we want to help two of our friends today.
Yeah.
We're going to be using the emotion code and doing that. So, well, good. John, welcome back to episode number 91. 91. So we've been here 91 Saturdays, or give or take the odd day of the week. And we're moving ahead nice and strong. I got a couple of announcements to make. One of them is for my friends in Victoria. We just had a Thursday meetup group here in Victoria. We had about 30 people attended. And there was a 21-year-old guy. It was on anxiety, so everybody was nervous coming. And there was a 21 to 23-year-old guy that came in kind of sweaty, nervous, anxiety, had it forever. And I did a session with him. He sat in his chair. I didn't want him to have more anxiety to come to the front of the room. And I found that he had 10 trapped emotions, and they were significant. And they were prenatal. And John, prenatal, of course, we know it means he picked them up when he was in his mother's womb.
Yeah.
But what it means to his world is that he was born with this vibration. So when I'm doing it, I'm thinking, he was 23, 24, and I said, "So when you were younger, did you have lots of anxiety?" And he said, "Oh, yes, I worried about everything." So, John, the trapped emotions that he was born with, prenatal, were anxiety, despair, disgust, nervousness, worry, hopefulness, helpfulness, failure. Imagine being born with that vibe. And in under 5 minutes, I completely removed all these prenatal trapped emotions live in front of the room. He's 10 feet away, and he felt complete relief of all of his anxiety. Oh,
imagine.
Did I tell you the part that he's been in therapy for years, probably talking about the events in the past, and still not trying to figure out where it was, except my fingers did. My fingers figured out that, no, you won't figure it out. It happened when you were in your mother's womb, and they're unprocessed negative emotions. That's why it's important. So that was my story about my meetup group in Victoria. This Sunday, Helena and I are doing first time offered. It's the new way for weight loss. And we have two main segments of this seminar. Helena is a successful hypnotherapist. She's going to be giving all members, there's going to be 10 of them plus me. I'm going to be in the audience. She's going to be giving us a virtual gastric band. You know the gastric bands that you can get on your stomach at the airport in LAX and Scottsdale, both of those airports? No, I'm just kidding about that, but I'm just talking about, so there won't be physical surgery, but it's going to be a virtual hypnotic gastric band. And then each member is going to be given a menu, each student, a menu of possible trapped emotions that might, or symptoms that might be there. Oh, I eat when I'm bored. I eat late at night. I don't like water. And they're going to pick 5 to 10 of those, and everyone's going to get 5 to 10 emotion code sessions and the gastric band. It's a 3-hour workshop. It's at the meetup. And the next 2 meetup are free. They're on April 25th. There's 3 of them. April 25th, May 16th, and June 6th. I know it's a lot to hear. If you go to HangoutWithMichael.com, at the top, look for meetup. It'll take you to my meetup page, and then you can learn all about it. Okay, yeah, I know you don't live in Victoria. I live on an island on the west coast of Canada, and it didn't include you, but this next announcement might. If you're an emotion code or business code practitioner, guess what? I am about to serve you some really good stuff. I'm starting a new and additional Facebook live show, and it's for emotion code body code practitioners, and it's called the Business Building Show for Practitioners. And I'm going to have a guest, and the guest of my show are people that I've been mentoring to grow their emotion code business, and they're going to share with you some very important tools and tips that I'll be teaching you as well, and how they applied it to their business. So I'm very excited about that. And last week, John, I was on Dr. Bradley Nelson, the author of the Emotion Code, on his Facebook page, over 4,000 views. And he brought me on, and I taught everybody, practitioners, how to answer that so challenging question. You know what that question is, John?
Yes. So what do you do?
What? Oh my God, I don't know how to answer that. Well, guess what? If you're an emotion code, body code practitioner, you want to know the answer. So what do you do? Go to Dr. Brad's website, scroll or look for the video, and get pen and paper ready, because I will teach you what to say and how to say it and what to ask. So when you tell people, they'll say, what? Oh, really? Tell me more about that.
Yeah.
If that's not you, go to Dr. Brad's website and look for the Facebook Live show that we did together. And practitioners, I'm just looking for the date. Oh, the very first date for the Practitioners Live Facebook show is Wednesday, April 10th at 9 p.m. Eastern, which is 6 p.m. Pacific. It's going to be about a half hour. Have pen and paper ready. And my goal, what you're going to learn on April 10th, will change the way you do the administration around your business. You'll learn more about that next week. John, back to you.
Yeah, actually, I had the question asked to me this week by an old friend from high school that I just ran into. And he's like, yeah, so what do you do? So, I use those, benefit words. And he's like, oh, so like you're a doctor? I start laughing. I'm like, no. Then I continued on the conversation. He's just like, oh, yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, nice. Right. So, yeah, it's kind of unique where people's minds go, right? So, when people ask you that, so what do you do? The answer they want to hear, they want to put you in a box of something they can relate to. But you don't want to do that, right? You're unique as a practitioner. You want to, explain what it is.
Telling people you're an emotion code practitioner or body, that means absolutely nothing unless you're already a practitioner. Then you get it. That's why I do the meetup group. Imagine getting in front of 30 people and talking about the keys like you and I do and bringing people to the front of the room. Guess how many times I had to explain it? Once. Guess how many people heard it? 30. Mm-hmm. We're trying to figure a way where we can go live on Facebook with good volume, because honestly, I wish that had been filmed on Thursday and zoom in on this 23-year-old sweaty guy who got rid of, and then we worked on 2 or 3. Then another woman, in the beginning, we looked for success stories, and this woman raised her hand. She said, oh, remember I asked you, because at the very end, we do something called the quick round, right? We only work with 2 people on the subject, but other people want, so we call it the quick round, and we say, who wants to get rid of a food or a drink item? Get rid of a food. So a bunch of people put up their hands, and how long does it take me to get rid of somebody's food item, John? Name a number.
A minute.
1. One in under 1 minute. So we do what we call the speed round. So a woman said, remember we did the speed round on artisan's bread 60 days ago? She said, I haven't had a slice of any bread. Now, bread's sometimes a toughie. Can you imagine that? And then other
Yeah.
people saying, oh, remember the cheesies? You did cheesies? And the guy said, I haven't had a cheesy since. And I asked him, I said, are you ticked off at Michael Losier? And they said, no, we don't even think about it. So that's the difference, right, John? It's like you're not resentful because you gave up cheesies or chocolate or wine. Except that woman said, I don't drink wine anymore and I've got a house full of it. I asked you to help me to reduce it. And then I reminded her, hashtag, there is no reduction. It's on or off. John, let's welcome our friends this morning. And before we do that, can you remind people what we are looking to help two people with today, please?
Yeah, well, I'll say hello to a few people first here. Hello, Kareem Beach Murray. She's watching, first one in. And Natasha Paula Samuel says, hello, Michael John. As usual, looking forward to the show.
Thank you.
Holly's here. Holly Petus is here. Hi. Can hear you. Good to join you. Janice Pritchard is here. Says, good morning. Paula Mikolo Glynn is here. Says, hello.
Hey, Paula. Hey, Janice. Hey, Corrine left a message. She said, it's too funny. She said, I released peanut butter cups from her through a Facebook Live show. Hashtag no more peanut butter cups for Kareem. That's funny. And Lauren Nelson Bowman has joined us. So good morning. Lauren also in my business growth club. So she's been learning lots of ways to grow her business. So I know that she knows that when I start my free Facebook Live show for business, the business building show, she will recommend that people bring pen and paper. Lori Mayo's with us. Hello from St. George, Utah, on a little vacation, not in Vegas. Can't miss the Bro Show. Who else, John?
Paula Nicolo Glynn says, can you help with fibromyalgia? I suffer so much.
Yes. Well, that's a definite appointment to make. So either one of us can do a good job and be thorough. It's not a quickie bro show. You would feel the difference if we worked on it, but you're worthy of having all of it removed or all of it, at least full emotion code, body code sessions to make sure you get rid of that.
Yeah, actually, I got to say something about this. Fibromyalgia and chronic fatigue is how Dr. Bradley Nelson built his business with the body code and emotion code. That was his clients, his specialty, and he built it up, and then started, venturing out and would work on, horses and kids and all that. But it was fibromyalgia because it's just a big list of symptoms, and it's just perfect. Like Western medicine has got no answer, right? And yeah, you just get in there, you're clearing emotions, other imbalances, and he's helped so many people.
Well, thank you I love that story. I think also when I was doing research for the show that we're going to do on arthritis, I thought I'd better have a better understanding of arthritis. And you know what the definition of arthritis was? Yeah. It's to cover undescribed pains in joints and limbs. It's like, really? It's just a word to you. Like, it's not even a special kind of pain.
Yeah. But it's...
So fibromyalgia, arthritis, they're terms to use for... Hashtag, we don't know what it is. Well, guess what? The bros do. So,
but, you get a diagnosis, which is, how it works. Yeah.
Yeah, so Paula, do yourself a favor. Book a bro today. Make the commitment, book a bro today, and get that work done. Okay, let's see. A lot of people saying it's good news that I got a show coming up. Our friend Doug Collins is saying hello. Yuvis Shetty from South Africa. I'm glad that she could connect as well.
Yeah, Kareem Beach Murray here. Yeah, so what do you do? And it was a great interview with Dr. Brad. Doug says, great interview, Michael. Watched it live. Hey, look who it is. Rajesh.
Rajesh from the gym.
Michael, sir, John, sir. It's been a while, Rajesh.
Yeah.
Good to have you with us.
He's on my Instagram account, so I see him daily. So, hello, Rajesh. He's usually at the gym. Okay, Sylvie Bellini made it in time. So here's what we're looking for. If you just joined us, we are looking for people that have night sweats or women that are having menopausal symptoms. And you know what? You don't even need to come online. You just say, hey, my name's Betty. Here's the severity. Here's what I'm having. And we want to demonstrate it. Remember, the purpose of the show is to do two things. Is to have people introduce them to the whole concept. There's different ways to relieve your pain and healings, etc. And we want to do a demo so we can demystify. Not that you can, not that it makes more sense. Doesn't make, even after doing a million sessions, it doesn't make more sense to me. But at least I'm believing it, right? It's like
Process,
I still don't know
yeah.
how it all works. I just know that it works, right? So,
Yeah, explain the process. It's
yes.
great. We love that. Yeah.
Sylvia says, can we have the link to Michael's interview with Dr. Brett? Sylvia, inside of my Facebook group and on this page is that same video. We shared it on both pages. It's a must listen to, Sylvia.
Yeah.
So you can find that. It's
Just
probably easier
scroll.
to find in my my Emotion Code Facebook group. Hey, while you're doing that, Sylvia, can you post the link to my Emotion Code Facebook group, please?
I'll do that, actually. We can,
Okay.
where is it here?
Okay,
Facebook
so we are
page.
looking for a couple volunteers today, and we want to help a couple people. We want to help a couple of people that are having night sweats or menopausal symptoms, and maybe it's not our demographic, John.
Well, yeah, maybe there's the people watching today aren't experiencing the symptoms, but yeah, a little more. Okay, so yeah, Paula is saying how do we book? So I posted a couple links here,
Okay,
one
good.
to our shared page and one to the Facebook page, Emotion Code Hangout Room there. Yeah.
Well, John, I wanted to share a client success story that I had this week. It was with, for a couple of reasons. Once, it was in Kuwait. Could you be further than from Vancouver Island or Victoria than Kuwait? So this guy is a 21-year-old student, Kuwait University. He was at home. We did a video chat, and this was on Monday, and he had, again with the diagnosis, right? He was OCD. He washed
Right.
his hands a lot, like a lot, like maybe 15 minutes, and then his face, and sometimes, just excessive washing, not what you and I would, generously spend 2 minutes, like lots of washing. And I had another meeting with him Thursday, and it's all went away.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And I said, he said, a couple times I got triggered and I caught myself washing a little bit longer. And then he told me what the trigger was, and we got rid of that. But he cautiously said, oh, something happened, and he got that trigger to make him wash. So we got rid of that trigger, and then I had three sessions with him. He was also a university student that had a lot of anxiety during exams. He paced back and forth and paced back and forth and paced back and forth. So I got rid of that with him in one session. And then my old favorite, creative insecurity. If you're a student or you're taking an exam or a test, creative insecurity, it's kind of an umbrella for a few things. And my favorite thing is it's for people that have brain fog and can't figure stuff out or aren't being creative. Well, imagine being a student where you got to write papers. So, and it's also helpful for people that are taking kind of the next step, and it's that insecurity about taking the next step. And so I did that session with him, and he said, because I was relaxed, I wasn't nervous, I didn't pace, and
Yeah.
so,
Yeah, so much opportunity when clearing that creative insecurity. Yeah.
we
A lot of
love
room
that.
for potential.
Well, I do it at every session. If my clients are watching, they've had it done. It's a nice, fast one to do, practitioners, and the results it yields are huge.
Mm-hmm.
I remember a woman from Vancouver, an author from Vancouver, had been writing her book for 2 years, and she was stagnant, and not writing it and resisting it. And somebody told her about me, and she's tried everything. It's like, yeah, no, you haven't. If you haven't tried an emotion code session, then you haven't tried anything. So she told me the story about writing blocks and can't get the, and she's going on and on and on. And I thought, oh, here's the bad news. It's going to take me a minute. She's been wasting 2 years away, and it's going to take me a minute to clear her creative insecurity. I stretched it out. I made it last 2 minutes. And then we had other conversations. And because I'm an author of, best-selling books, and we started doing more author talk, and I was giving her more marketing advice. But 2 minutes. And she emailed me back through my friend. She sent an email to my friend. She said, because he recommended her to me. And she said, look what Blank said about you. And after our session, she put flip charts all around her office, and she got all of her planning stages done to write her book. And she spent hours on it. She was so excited.
Nice, yeah.
Hashtag creative insecurity with the bros.
Yeah, I was working with a singer-songwriter, plays in a band, plays guitar, and like writing music. And I had a session. He's having these creative blocks and writing blocks on, new songs, and the valves just opened wide up, and he was just writing new stuff, new music coming out, playing new songs. Yeah. Amazing. Yeah.
Well, I've done it on myself. I've got flip charts in my office too.
Yeah.
Even the idea about doing, you and I are doing the bro show. That's for the public, right? And then I thought, well, I want to do something to serve. Because my goal is to mentor as many emotion code practitioners to success as possible. That's my business goal. But I thought, well, I need to get more know, like, and trust. I'm going to do a show. In the very moment that I decided that I was going to do a show for practitioners, and then I just went into a creative mode. I sent a note to Delilah, said, can you do me a graphic for this? And I just planned all of it. I booked the first 4 people, the first people I'm interviewing. I already know the format of the show. And I got so creative with it. I think it's on the,
there it is.
There it is. That's where it all starts. All my books started that way. They started for me dumping ideas. Yeah. Okay, we found a friend that we're going to help. I'm going to work with Lauren Nelson Bowman. She's also an emotion code practitioner inside the Monthly Growth Club. She's calling herself a double dipper. It's okay. When no one's dipping, you can double dip. That's our rule, right, John?
That's
when
no absolutely.
Dipping, yeah. So what she means by that is that she's worked with us before, but I'm going to help you here.
Yeah. Yeah, we like to work with different people, but when there's no one else volunteering, we're helping Lauren double dipper.
So, John, I'm going to give the under 2 minute explanation of what's going to go down today. John and I are certified emotion code practitioners by the talented Dr. Bradley Nelson, who wrote the book called The Emotion Code. He also developed a chart of 60 possible unprocessed negative emotions that could be lodged within you from past events. And these unprocessed negative emotions are diluting positive vibration. They're also the roadblocks to stopping you from healing and getting the things that you want. John and I are trained to learn how to connect with your subconscious mind at a distance. That's why it's called distance healing. With your permission, we become your proxy. And that means on your behalf, your subconscious mind knows everything. We're going to say, subconscious mind, you're such a smarty pants. Which one of these unprocessed negative emotions are causing my night sweats and hot flashes? John and I don't know, but we got to read the chart. We're going to be using muscle testing to scan the chart. When our muscles lock up, that means it's that one. When they let go, it means. So that's what we're going to do. And it's called distance healing. We can be at a distance. We don't need to connect live. When you book a session with John or I, my preference is really I'd like to do it on video, just so I can ask you more questions and get you to point to where your neck problems are. My goal is always to reduce and eliminate that. So you book a session. They're 25-minute sessions. Today, John and I are going to demonstrate how long it takes for us to do an emotion code session on a serious matter like hot flashes and night sweats. John, so I wonder who can keep time for us. Somebody keep time. Lauren Nelson Bowman, this is your hot flashes and night sweats. You time it for us. So here's how it's going to go down. I have Lauren's permission, which is important, right, John? I've been drinking water, so we have to be hydrated. I have magnets ready, because when I identify the emotion, I want to delete it from her, and so I don't absorb it. This is the intention and the magnet, which is stronger than the emotion. So Lauren, once I get connected to you, and I'm not trying to rush here, what we're trying to show you is the effectiveness of this modality and how much work we can get done when you book 2 or 3 25-minute sessions. That's why we say bring a list. We can do a lot. So, and ideally, it'll be more than 2 or at least 2 sessions so we can leave space in between. See you again, hear all your results, and by then you'll say, hey, I've been thinking about these other things. So the best deal, the best value is to book 2 or 3 sessions so we can see you again. Okay, John, let's do it. So right now I'm muscle testing on myself. I like to ask myself a couple questions, make sure I'm ready. So do I have enough water? Am I hydrated enough to work with Lauren? Oh, my fingers are saying yes. Do I need to drink more water? They're saying no. So Lauren NB, that's what I'm going to call her, Lauren NB. I'm just connecting with her. I don't even know where she is. It doesn't matter. If I have her there, so am I Lauren NB? Am I Michael Losier? No. Am I Lauren? Yeah. So I've connected to her subconscious mind, and I'm going to ask the question. So I'm asking my subconscious mind about hot flashes and night sweats. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being severe, I'm going to just scan for the answer. Are they a 1? Are they over 5? They are. Is it 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? So Lauren's subconscious mind that knows everything is saying, boy, these night sweats and hot flashes are definite 10 for me. So my question is, I don't always ask it, and not every practitioner does, but I just want to get a ballpark. If my subconscious mind knew, well, it's laughing. I just made that part up. I don't hear it laughing because it knows everything. So here's the question. How many trapped emotions do I have that are creating this severity of 10? Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? 10. Is it over 10? Is it under 10? It's 10. So John, there's a chart of 60 behind me. I'm going to scan the chart and say, well, are any in column A? Oh, there's not. Ooh, I just deleted 30 from the list. Is there any in column B? Yes. Where's the first one? Okay. It's failure. Do I need to know anything more about this failure? So now I found it and I'm deleting it. I'm just going to scan the chart quickly, silently here. Where's the next one? It's helplessness. Do I need to know more about this? Now I'm deleting helplessness. Where's the third one? It's hopelessness. Now I'm deleting hopelessness. 3 swipes, 3 or 4 swipes. I'm not counting, although some of you do. How can you do 5 or 6 swipes? Well, because I was in the mood. Okay, the next one is self-abuse. I'm relating self-abuse. John, what's another name for self-abuse? Because some people are confused about that.
Negative self-talk, self-sabotage, beating yourself up verbally.
People tell me when on their list it says, oh my God, I have such negative self-talk. I said, okay, I know what we're doing. We're going to just do self-abuse all on its own. Okay, the next one I found is conflict, getting rid of conflict. Where's the next one? It's creative insecurity. I'm getting rid of that. Is there terror? Yes. Is there unsupported? Yes. I'm scanning the list. I'm finding them fast. I'm fast and I'm good. So where's the last one? Wishy-washy. So let's just check my math. So subconscious mind knows everything. Before today's session, what was the severity of just trapped emotions? There's other kinds, but just trapped emotions. How many was there? 5, 10. How many is there now? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So there's no more. Is there any more trapped? No. Is there hidden ones? That means part of one of the trap kind of got tucked under something in my head. How many? There's
Swept
5.
under the rug?
Okay, is the first one kind of a little left behind is hidden conflict? Yes, I'm releasing hidden conflict. I'm going to quickly find the next one. It's hidden creative insecurity. I'm going to quickly find the next one. Hidden terror. Hidden unsupported. Hidden wishy-washy. Now, are there any more trapped emotions? There's not. Is there hidden ones? Okay, John, I'm going to just silently do a couple more quickie things on my own. And are you working with somebody?
Haven't seen any other volunteers for menopausal symptoms, hot flashes, night sweats. Sylvia Bellini says emotion code, body code are fine for chronic conditions, but it takes some time and quite a few sessions. Keep the faith. Yeah, so for like chronic things like fibromyalgia, like we were talking about, it's not like a one-off, right? It's multiple sessions.
That's right.
And time.
Okay, good. So I'm just still connected with Lauren. So I identified everything that I could today. So here, so subconscious mind knows everything. Subconscious mind before today's session. What was the severity of my hot flashes and night sweats before the session with Michael? Was it 1? No. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The severity was a 10 out of 10. Now the severity, is it a 10 anymore? Oh, good. Is it a 9? Oh, better. Is it an 8? Oh, no. Is it a 7? Michael, get closer. Is it a 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0? Is it over 0? No. Is it under 1? Yeah. Is it 0? Yeah. Am I done? Yeah. There. Okay. I just disconnected from Lauren Bowman.
Cleaned up.
So Lauren Bowman, we are going to be excited to hear from you. So your subconscious mind knows everything. It helped me through my muscle testing and being your proxy. That's what we do as practitioners. It helped me find the trapped emotions and identify them. And I asked a couple more questions. And when I identified them, I deleted them. And trapped emotions the size of a baseball. So that's a lot of those that could be creating some malfunctions in those areas or in your night sweats in your head. I don't know where they're at, but they were the roadblock to you feeling healthy and a good sleep and calm and everything. So it was a 10. Your subconscious mindset is now gone. My hunch is when you wake up tomorrow, you'll be thinking, that Michael Losier.
Well, well, well.
Well, oh my God, that's my mother used to say that.
Oh,
Well, but she'd say it in English. In French, she'd say, but this is really slang French. Very few French people won't recognize it because it's so slang. She would say, ah ben, ah ben, ah ben. Hey, if you're French and your mother ever said that, shout out to my mother. Okay, Lauren Nelson Bowman, you can enjoy your sleep tonight or plan to enjoy it. And maybe you can come back to this post tomorrow and give us an update. Oh, there we go. Lauren said 5 minutes.
nice.
5 minutes. Okay, good stuff. Well, John,
Okay, I
that
think
is
Paula is volunteering here. So she says, can you help with hot flashes and constipation? So I think we have some time here today. Hey, I mean, we're getting towards the end of it, but I can just do something really quick.
Yeah, do one of them really quick. Again, that would be an example, bring a list, and both of those, we both had success with that, but I think John's going to help you out. So go ahead, John.
Yeah, I'll just do this really quick. So connect up to Paula now. And Paula, if you give me a severity, like what you think it is on hot flashes, scale of 1 to 10, 10 being most severe. So yeah, just a number here in the comments. Really appreciate that. So I'm just going to connect up here, Paula. Mikolo Glenn. So tune in, connect up. And proxy. So muscle testing with my hands. They're just down in my lap here, so you can't see that. And so I do have a good connection. Okay. And so these hot flashes, Paula, is a trapped emotion creating these hot flashes. You're contributing to them, imbalancing hormones, creating hot flashes or trapped emotion we can clear that'll help balance your hormones and eliminate the hot flashes. Get a yes there. Paula says the severity is a 6. The subconscious testing says it's a 7, so is there trapped emotion? Yeah. Culminate. 3, 5. Discouragement. So trapped emotion, discouragement. Clear that. Cleared. Yeah, okay. Now the trapped emotion, we can identify and clear. Yeah, beyond 1, 3, 5. Terror. Clearing terror.
Okay, John, I'll just read a couple comments while you're still working there. Good stuff. So let's see. Bonnie Fladenlin said, how about Dupren's contractors? Have you heard that term before, John?
Nope.
No. Bonnie, can you tell us what the symptoms are of that terminology? That's what we do with the emotion code. We don't really want to hear what the doctors, well, and we say that respectfully, but what it's called. It's fibromyalgia. Oh, is that fibromyalgia or is that chronic pain? Or is that arthritis? They're all blankets. So What are the symptoms of Duprenda's contractors? Hey, Corinne Steininger has joined us and saying hello, bros. So good morning to you. And John is in the process of doing an emotion code session. And again, if you're in Victoria, BC, make sure you join my meetup group online, and we'll advise you when we're doing our monthly meetings. And also, stay tuned for my new Facebook live show. It's for emotion code, body code practitioners. And the very first show we're going to be doing episodes, the very first episode, you got to watch them all. I've been meeting with, my goal is to meet with 100 emotion code, body code practitioners for free for a 20-minute mentoring session. And every one of them, except two, that's a lot, every one of them except two was not doing this thing that I'm going to teach you. And I promise you, you need to start it early and do it early. And it's all about, well, I'm not even going to tell you what that, just, hey, it's a free call. This is an important tip. I shared it with all mentoring clients that have been doing this free 20 minutes. And it's a common thread. And everyone's like, wow, wow is right. John, how you doing?
Doing okay, a little more complicated. So I'm getting into some body code stuff in my head, resetting some glands. Glands are really unhappy. So yeah, I'm just gonna clear a few more trapped emotions here.
Yeah, Bonnie's describing some of these things that she's talking about. It's the middle fingers bending inwards toward the palm, the ligaments very hard. Well, I would say, like other things, I would definitely book at least a 25-minute appointment and see what we could do around that. We can't promise anything. We've had great success with hundreds and hundreds of things, and this might be just another thing that we're going to have great success with, but it isn't something that we would do on the show because it needs some attention. Elizabeth O'Hara said, hey, I enjoyed the meeting the other day in Victoria. So she was at my meetup group here in Victoria. Thank you, Elizabeth. You got to witness me working on that young guy with the anxiety.
Nice, yeah.
Good. So John's been working on his client and
balancing out some organs, some glands, chakras, lots happening here, clearing emotions from all of them.
Yeah.
We're down to a 2, so there's quite a bit more here to do. Yeah, so I need to open up the body code and get right into it for Paula. So it's more than just emotion code.
That's right.
So
well, my hunch is she'll feel some kind of reduction and just know that it's a longer session doing it here, and definitely John is the right guy for that. So
yeah, so I'll leave it there. It's it'll just take a little more.
Okay, good stuff.
Yeah. They'll just disconnect from Paula now. Yep.
Okay, well, let's thank our volunteers that came to us today. We want to hear an update from you, either in this thread or before next Saturday or during next Saturday's show. We're going to be here live again next Saturday, 9 o'clock Pacific, 12 noon Eastern. We are on episode number 91. That's right, Captain Obvious. There's 90 episodes before us. If you're listening on podcast, we want to give a shout out to you. We've got a big podcast audience. And you can go to HangoutWithMichael.com, bros/bros, B-R-O-S. You can see the YouTube playlist. You can subscribe to iTunes, and all the bros business is there. So check it out. Also, how to reach each of us, see our online calendars, make an appointment, and start correcting those things that you want corrected. John, what are your closing remarks today, please?
Yeah, my website is aliveandpure.com. I just posted the link, and it's right below me here. So like Michael said, we have online scheduling links up to payment to like PayPal, and it's really easy. Pick your time zone, your favorite time, and from anywhere in the world. I mean, just this past week is working with people in Europe, Australia, and the United States. Like Kuwait. You said, Kuwait. Yeah. Distance is not a barrier.
No. Okay, John, thanks for hanging out with the Bros Show today. We did a good job. We helped a couple people. John and I will be checking comments throughout the day, so if you're watching after the live episode, still say hello. We'd like to acknowledge you and say hello as well. John, let's say goodbye, and we'll see our friends next week here on the Bros Show.
See you next week.